For anyone who's recently been feeling stuck, for anyone who feels like their manifestations just aren't showing up, like they're in the same pattern and nothing seems to be changing or improving in their life, I created this video especially for you because King, Queen, I've been there, believe me, and I've come through the other side, and I'm here to tell you today that it will not last forever, and your manifestations and your next level are on their way. Piecing the dots looking backwards, I'm connecting the dots looking backwards for all of you, and the two main things that I have changed in the last couple of months are: hello guys, welcome back. My name's Lucy, and on this channel I share all kinds of things about personal development, spirituality, and how to become the best version of you. Today Jamie came home with these flowers to celebrate and congratulate me for achieving something, a level in my business that I have been striving and at some points really struggling to achieve. I bet if you're stuck and you're watching me telling you about how everything's going so well right now, it might not be the thing that you want to hear, or maybe it's the perfect thing for you to hear. I know what it feels like to be stuck, and I know what it feels like to see a lot of other people grow and you're still waiting for your round to come. So I want to talk to you about what I have done differently, what I've changed, what I've shifted up here. I build my business online, right? And for 2-3 years, barely any growth in my social media. Then last year, within the space of 90 days, I went from a total, if you add it all up, a total following of about 10,000 to 170,000. That was the first area of growth I started to see. Another thing that had been really stuck in my life was my wealth, my financial situation. I always seemed to be in the same pattern. I always seemed to have the same small amount of money in my bank account, or that's the way I looked at it anyway. And then when I started to change a few things and I started to shift a few things, my money started to grow and grow and grow, and looking back, in 13 months I've actually managed to 100x the amount of money that I have to my name. Both of those breakthroughs were amazing, and definitely, you know, as you can imagine, with everything that you manifest, it adds more belief to you, more self-belief, and you start to think, okay, if I can achieve this, maybe I can achieve that. But there was one area in my life where I still remained stuck, and that was in my nutrition business. I have a whole team. We work together with the biggest nutrition brand in the world. That's actually my main business behind the scenes of YouTube. And you know, it was at a good level, it was at an okay level, but in my mind, I was wanting it to grow to the next level. Do you know what I mean? So I had experienced being at the same level in my business for, in my eyes, too long, years. And the longer it took, the harder it felt. How many of you know what I'm saying? Like, the longer you're there with still no results in that area, the more evidence you're getting that things are stuck rather than things can move forward for you. So it almost felt like it was becoming harder and harder to believe that it was possible for me to change. But that's why I'm creating this video, if you're in that position too. I think the shift I had in my mindset just 2 months ago, yeah, it was 2 months ago, that's it. I put my growth now down to the shift that I had in my mind 2 months ago. The reason why I say that is because I've been working and working and working and not really seeing a change in results. Whereas now, I'm still working and working, not necessarily any harder than I was before, but I've seen the growth, I've seen the results, I've smashed a big level in my business. We did over $18,000 worth of business in a month, and that's a personal record, that's a team record, and I'm very proud of that. When things were stuck, my default reaction was to focus on how things were still this small, how numbers were still that low, Oh, I check my numbers, there we are again. Oh, it's still not growing, right? But even before I had a chance to think, like, here I am talking about law of attraction every day. Here I am practicing the law of attraction every day and seeing growth show up in other areas of my life. But how many of you can relate that sometimes there's one particular area in your life, and in that one area, the old habits, you're still operating with old habits, old thought patterns, because you're so used to thinking and reacting to that area of your life in that way, right? So then I thought, right, okay, let's look at the numbers that I currently have, however small and however low I thought they may be. And instead, let's look at them and let's appreciate them. Let's be like, whoa, look, I went through each member of my team, each order number. I actually went through each one and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of this person for placing this order. This is so amazing. Oh my goodness. 100 more points, 100 more pounds, that's so great. Like, literally every tiny little thing, every tiny little step of growth that I previously dismissed because it wasn't good enough, it wasn't enough, I used that same amount of business and looked at it in a different way and started to appreciate it, started to pour gratitude onto it. I was being like, people would think I was crazy the way I was just talking to myself, looking at my computer screen, checking my business, and like celebrating every little thing that was coming through. And it, first of all, made me feel a whole lot better. It made my life feel a whole lot easier. And isn't that what we talk about all the time with law of attraction? That it doesn't matter what you do, it matters how you feel about what you do. It matters what you feel about things that are possible for you. It matters what you feel about your current situation, how you feel about your next level. And if you're feeling good about these things, then that's actually an indicator that you are aligned, that you're in alignment to how you're really meant to feel, because you're meant to feel good. That's why feeling good feels good. When you feel bad and it doesn't feel good, it's because you're not meant to feel bad. It's because you're out of alignment. So it's literally like we have this emotional guidance system, in the words of Abraham Hicks, that is showing you you're in alignment. You're feeling good, boom, you're in alignment. You're feeling bad, that's because you're not in alignment. Like, it's amazing. So my final point to share with you all, in addition to changing the way you look at the things that you currently have in your life, the business that you currently have, the money that you currently have in your account, any area of your life that you feel stuck, the level of fitness that you're at, the progress you've made, or whatever goal where you feel like it's too slow or it's not happening, look at it, look at the same exactly as it is, and look at it, flip 180, the complete opposite. Anything that you've been criticizing or feeling lackful about, flip it and start feeling grateful for every tiny little bit. Then your mind will start to go, yeah, but we're not there yet. Bring it back. Bring it back. Keep it general. I know how it might seem a bit silly to be getting excited over a really, really small thing, but if you can keep it general, if you can look at that and go, hey, that's a good sign. Like, there's stuff happening. There's stuff happening. Doesn't matter that it's big or small. Let's not get into that conversation. Let's just look at the fact that there's stuff happening, or there's stuff moving, or there's stuff growing. So that's thing number one. Thing number two is when you see on social media somebody else winning, and it might not make you feel good, actually, what about this? This is something I heard in the book The Power by Rhonda Byrne. She said, what if when you see somebody winning on your social media, when you see somebody achieving a goal, getting married, getting pregnant, getting a promotion, 10xing their business, whatever, having a manifestation success story, when you see them winning, it's literally an opportunity on a plate for you to tap into that vibration. Hey, what if that person winning, which appears on your social media, you manifested seeing that, arguably, did you not? Does that not mean then that temporarily you've been on the vibration of whatever that thing is that you want, that you're seeing show up in somebody else's life? You're a kind of a vibrational match to it somehow already, to even be seeing that thing pop up in your life. Or at least that's, if you choose to, you could choose to look at it that way. You could choose to go, wow, thank you so much, universe. I'm going to see this as a sign, and I'm going to use this sign. I'm going to milk this sign. I'm going to, make the most of this sign that's being presented in front of me to add more energy to visualizing this thing coming true for me. I'm gonna go, wow, I'm so happy for this person. I'm so over the moon for them. They must have put in the work for this, or I'm sure they really deserve this, or wow, that's so exciting that if something like that can happen for them, that's a reminder, that's inspiration that something like that can happen for me. Oh gosh, I'm just so happy for the both of us that they're doing it and I'm gonna be doing it, and it's all so great, and isn't the universe so beautiful that these kind of things are happening for people? I mean, if things are happening for people, that means things can happen for me. You know, like, you can really go off on one in a positive way, go off on a positive rampage. And that's actually just thinking as well, in the last week, I've seen a few people who I follow on social media achieve the exact goals that I'm working towards, and that are like my even next levels beyond what I just achieved yesterday. And I honestly had the biggest grin on my face. I was so happy for this girl who I had seen achieved her goal. There wasn't even and she's pregnant at the same time as hitting this goal, and she just got married. Like, so many beautiful things are happening in her life right now. What could I have done? I could have gone down a resentment path. I could have thought, oh, I could have thought that, but no. It was the most pure feeling in the world. I was just thinking, oh my gosh, how happy must she be right now? I'm happy because she must be so happy. Can you imagine how excited she must be feeling? Can you imagine how, you know, like, relieved she must be feeling? Because I know how hard she's worked. I know how patient she's been. I'm sure she's had times where she's felt stuck, and look at her now. Now she's winning. I'm so, so happy for her. So I've recently been on a vibration like that. Literally within the last week, I've had moments where I've felt like that. So I'm just piecing the dots looking backwards. I'm connecting the dots looking backwards for all of you. And the two main things that I have changed in the last couple of months are looking at what I've already got and feeling good about it instead of the opposite, and looking at what other people are achieving and feeling good about it instead of the opposite. Please don't underestimate the power of what could shift quickly and surprisingly early for you. Being exactly where you are, from looking here to looking over there. What a huge difference in terms of which direction you're sending your energy that could make, simply by making these small but massive energetic shifts. If you found this video useful, give it a thumbs up. You've totally got this. Make sure to subscribe and ring my bell so you never miss another video. Until next time, mwah, love you. It's coming.